It's the 12 plus 1 month of breakthrough that is waiting for you. If you are an early stage or growth stage AI company, this is an online program with the global admission, so it doesn't matter where you are. We do have the offline workshops every now and then, usually quarterly, in the key locations such as Silicon Valley, Los Angeles, Scottsdale, Arizona, and United Arab Emirates, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. The entire program is digitally enabled and accelerated with our platform called milestone-based.com, which gets your profiling, your roadmap, your planning, your due diligence, and your investor relations to the entirely new level. And the access to the community of like-minded, ambitious AI entrepreneurs whom you get inspired from, inspire, and grow together. Now, what is this program about? Look, everything in our human life is about the context and our understanding of the context of the world. And at the product market fit, you are growing your context of the world up until the moment where your understanding of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and how you operate and react to the world are changing to the extent that you're getting to the growth stage. And then the growth stage companies are definitely having different context in terms of what strengths and weaknesses they have to identify and deal with internally, and what are the opportunities and threats of the surrounding world, and how they have to establish their policies, their corporate culture, their DNA to react to that, respond, and adapt. And then it's definitely different when you are getting from the growth stage to the goal of getting an exit. And there is definitely a post-exit world, which you're probably not thinking of right now if you've not been there before. Yeah, I assume there are people among us who have had exits in the past and they know what that's like. And trust me, it's so much easier for that people like to build any new company because they have so much broader context and level of confidence that we really would love to formalize and pass on to you if you've not been there. Because look, it's painful. Like the product market fit stage would take a 1 year and 10% success rate. And then you'd spend 3 years growing, and the success rate at that phase is really 20% at best. And then 4 more years to exit. And let's be optimistic and say that it's like 40% success rate from the previous stage. So all in all, you're spending 8 years, and you statistically are getting into like less than 1% chances of getting to an exit. So our goal is to actually shrink all of this and stuff you with the key recipes for the success within the context right now as soon as possible, so that you don't need to spend 8 years and bump into like less than 1% success probability, and rather do it quicker and have much higher success rate. And the roadmappers, the people who are running this program, are the conduits for your quantum leap. Because first of all, and I've been mentioning this many times, I am getting only VCs to be the roadmappers within my program, because VCs have been there and done that. So they will help you as well, because all they have to do is, instead of figuring that out, they will transfer the aggregated knowledge that they have from the past. You're getting access to the VC community for the wisdom and funding. And roadmappers are someone who believe in you and are trained to keep you accountable. And you know that accountability is probably one of the key issues of the entrepreneurship. While everyone at work has someone to keep them accountable for their results, for their daily progress, entrepreneurs are getting into the roller coaster, both emotionally and factually. And lack of accountability of someone to talk to, or like even getting to figure out if you're on the right track, and in terms of your benchmarks, your pace, and everything, you're good. It's so hurtful that having someone who you'd talk to every 2 weeks to present the results and then talk through your issues and celebrate victories together is so crucial and unreplaceable. I've mentioned about like KPIs and benchmarks because I think this is important for your success. So we've identified key 8 functional areas where we keep track of things, and throughout the program, we'll be able to equip you with the milestones, including 1 or more of the 68 recipes that we have already. And this is the work in progress in terms of growing that amount. And more than 800 benchmarks for you to understand if you're on the right path or not, and if you're on track in terms of your results and what the industry standards are like. Now you might be wondering, what is the connection and the relationship, and what is the place of the accelerator or this acceleration program in the ecosystem? And this is that on one hand, we are serving as a scouting service for other VCs. So the other VCs who are looking for quality deals, and trust me, there is shortage of really quality deals. There are definitely a lot of offerings out there, but as always, there is a gap between like the quantity of the early stage companies who want to get funded and the requirements the VCs have in order to consider those companies to be really worth investing in. So our role in that context is to prepare you to meet funding criteria of seed and Series A venture capital firms. Now, we are also in talks with direct investors, and we are helping you with a continuous report with numerous direct investors such as angels, corporations, family offices. And I'm going to share with you how we do this, like our framework of the continuous investor relations. We deal with medium and large size implementations for the corporations, both in the US and in GCC. And we are also your connector to the consumers as we equip you with the product market fit approaches and the scalable customer acquisition strategies. Now, there is a reason why we are doing the AI road mapping program within our ecosystem of the group of companies of Memple Ventures. And that's because we have an AI fund and we screen companies for funding. And Adaya, our venture building and corporate AI implementation studio, can offer the joint venture to select teams where we build your product, set up customer acquisition system together, and drastically increase your chances for success, as well as shrink the timeline necessary for your successful launch and product market fit point. Of course, I have to mention that this is not an investment promise, and you should never take your decision in terms of the participation of the program in the context of you getting funded by Memple Ventures, because we are very particular, and the way we deal with companies may be too intricate for you. So don't count on that. But this program will definitely turn your knowledge about the investor relations topsy-turvy. Like, you will be blown away with the progress that we're going to make through the program. Now, a few theoretical bases for this program are, first of all, that you need to get to a quantum leap and a state change, because as Albert Einstein has said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used to create them. And that's entirely what this program is about, and it's a key differentiator between it and any other acceleration programs out there. And I'll explain you later how we are using different coaching techniques to take you to the next level. Your mental and emotional energy is an ultimate fuel. Everyone is talking about it. What tells apart really successful people with those who have lost is that the successful people have a great level of energy. And this is the basic level of energy that never fades, that is there regardless of whether they are successful or they are going through the struggles in life. But that's just there. And you will be able to achieve 5 times more with us helping you with that basic level of energy throughout the program. Clarity is yet another compass for entrepreneurs, aligning vision with action and turning uncertainty into the focused progress. It's so often I see that entrepreneurs are lacking progress, not because they are failing to do things or the things that they do are wrong, but because they missing the clarity, the compass, and the orientation, are just procrastinating. They are spending so much time trying to figure out internally for themselves whether what they're doing is right or wrong for their business model, their strategy, that they are just paralyzed by analysis. And that is what's keeping them from the real progress and the success. So the program will also deal with that and make sure that you have the clarity through the benchmarks, KPIs, milestones, and accountability. So you are always on track, always at your best, your highest speed, your highest potential, great pace, everything. Road mapping is such as a mentorship on steroid. It's a breakthrough method that we have invented for the dynamic company building that uses roadmaps, benchmarks, involves coaching and mentorship support from road mappers for startups, featuring such elements as mission-focused approach to company building, systemic internal and external communication framework, and accountability loop that exponentiates your progress. But once again, it's action-oriented. So while we combine the elements of mentoring, coaching, and some other techniques that are like very analytical, including the business analysis, road mapping is focusing on goals and milestones and practical steps of achieving them. Consistent communication framework means that you communicate your achievements to the potential investors and partners, which is an extra layer of value that's created in today's world, because you know that PR and marketing are everything in today's world. Accountability, which is because the evolution beyond regular mentorship. So road mapping provides rigid procedures that foster accountability, the aspect entrepreneurs are lacking while needing the most. The AI road mapping program consists of a few phases, preparation being the first one. And as you can see, it's quite an extensive process with a lot of documents to be filled out, a lot of reviews to be done by your assigned road mapper. And if you are on the higher tier of the road mapping program, you are also assigned a brainstorming board that consists of a fractional strategy advisor, fractional technology advisor, marketing advisor, investor relation advisor, and some other team members per your situation. Then comes the initiation phase, which usually takes 1 month and 4 pretty intense sessions followed by the 12 months of the road mapping itself, which has the twice per month road mapping sessions, full of accountability, full of the brainstorming from the brainstorming board, organized investor calls, plenty of milestone templates that your roadmap will be stuffed with, and up to a 1,100 AI investors list to help you get in front of the people who can give you money at the next phase. Now, it's up to you what level of ambition you're ready for. We have a few packages available, or the few tiers of the program. Prime contains the blue items out of the previous list. It provides you the focus on growth and accountability. Elite is the most advanced program. It's all-inclusive. It contains all the items, both blue and white. It focuses on the growth and the increase in your valuation if you're aggressive about the exit, and it gives maximum intensity. So you need to be ready for it. This is no joke. You will be assigned the brainstorming board. These are the VCs whose time is valuable. They are serious about you if they take on you. They are choosing you. They are selecting among all of the other companies, same as you're choosing them. This is for someone who's really aggressive and really ambitious about their corporate goals. And then we have a build it for you plan where we build the product together with you. We basically equip you with our AI engineers, with our marketeers and sales specialists, and we build the company for you together with you. We equip you with a customer acquisition system, and Build It For You program includes the access to the elite tier. Now, I'm promising Easter eggs in these videos, and here is one of the Easter eggs are here. I'm offering you the Think Like VC course entirely for free. That's the course where I am sharing about the life and motivations of the VCs for the entrepreneurs to better understand what motivates the VCs, how they are structured, what their phases of the life cycle are, how they behave, what their priorities are on every level, and how you can leverage all of that in your pitch and in your conversations with the VCs so that they understand that you understand them, you are aligned, and you know what they expect from you for real. So go ahead, sign up by the QR code, use the voucher code ThinkFree, and you will get this course for free. I really wish it gets you to the next level. Good luck with it. So let's now walk through the key components of the program. And let's start with the preparation, which takes 2 weeks, sometimes up to 1 month. We start with a 360 degrees questionnaire where we clarify your train of thought, your reasoning, previous experience, and beliefs that led you to creating this business. Secondly, we will ask you questions about the current status of the company so that it gives both you and us a great way to audit and capture what you have achieved so far, as well as establish the starting point for your journey. Next, we go to the company scoring. So since 2021, we have been using this framework for the company scoring. Before we had to work with any company. In the past, it continues 6 areas of attention, which we call 6 pillars of startup success. And altogether, it's give or take 120 quantitative and qualitative criteria that we assess your company against. And we literally put the mark against every criteria. And we put an important notice or a comment if there is any. And so at the end of the day, you end up with an integral score maxing out at 10 with a list of recommendations that you can take and work on your own at your leisure. Now we get into the personality metrics and team chemistry score. So I personally believe that every personality type has their own way to success in life. And even identifying your strengths and weaknesses, understanding yourself better is helping you to, first of all, forgive you for what you are not, understand why you suck at some things, stop blaming yourself. I know that you as an entrepreneur are a type of personality that is overly responsible for everything, particularly responsible for your own mistakes. So I want you to stop blaming for that. And I would love for you to identify and appreciate your strengths more and then leverage them. Now, I'm taking this, I'm getting this question once in a while. People are saying, oh, the psychometrics, the psychometric tests are like BS, and you should not use them for the company selection or hiring, whatever, which I totally agree with in the part where you should not leverage personality tests as the selection method, because again, every personality type has their own strategy for success in life. And it's all about understanding and leveraging these strategies rather than saying, oh, this personality type is better fit than any other, because it's just not true. Believe it or not, people, like the most successful people nowadays, like many of them, they are actually extremely introverted. They've had a lot of childhood traumas, Many of them have ADHD, yet they are still billionaires out there. So the types of tests that we walk through are the Jungian 16 personalities tests, the temperament test, and then we get to the team chemistry score, where we identify how compatible the personality types are within your team and how to fix any possible issues and recompose or reshuffle or just tweak the communications between the team members for the maximum efficiency. The initial roadmap questionnaire is where we get to understand your most recent milestones, what you see as the future milestones, the interdependencies between them, and the contingency plan. Brainstorming board is your team of fractional or part-time advisors with profound professional specialization. So again, we are assigning predominantly VCs to be the advisors for strategy, technology, marketing, investor relations, etc. Now, then comes the initiation phase, which will take a month and 4 in-depth sessions, starting with the documents feedback and review on the session number 1, with the brainstorming board participation and if you are on the elite tier. The next session after that is focusing on the values and strengths of yours, because if you have noticed so far, we are focusing a lot on, first of all, understanding the whys, the reasons why you decided to take on this journey, why this business particularly, because it always has to do with your personal values and beliefs and triggering something deep inside you. And as soon as you find this why, you will double your speed at which you're moving. Next session is about the goals and milestones review. And then the last out of 4 sessions is all about the finalization of the roadmap. We create the roadmap with clear goals and objectives. We set the benchmarks in terms of the energy and the level of effort needed for the milestones to be successful. We equip you with recipes and approaches in the form of checklists and articles. And we identify the key external resources required so that you, your team, the roadmapper, and the brainstorming board could bring in those resources. This will particularly be your own homework, and the roadmappers and brainstorming board will have the consultative role in this. At the end of the session, we are equipping you with an investors list. Based on the tier which you're joining with, you will get either 100 or 1,000 investors list. And we will also equip you with the investor update framework that will enable 10x more touch points compared to the traditional investor relation approach and outreach, as well as the email and LinkedIn sequences that are proven to work and boost open rates, response rates, and follow-on meetings. After the initiation session, we are getting into the 12-month roadmap tracking with the bi-monthly sessions where you and the roadmapper are going through the achievements and challenges. So first of all, it's extremely important to identify and celebrate the key achievements, and we are doing this a lot. And then we localize and overcome the challenges. And in here, roadmappers are using their coaching techniques in order to really get to the essence of the challenge, and then many different soft and hard skill approaches to equip you with the necessary resources to overcome the challenges. Every or almost every session is followed with a public update, which is extremely valuable for you, as you can leverage it in your investor relations. And believe me, companies just really suck at it. I'm telling you this as an investor. What investors do sometimes is they purposely ignore you because they want to see how good you are at follow-ups. And 95% of the founders are just not good enough. And you just stand better above anyone else if you're good at sending the updates and showing the progress. Why it's powerful is because we all need to remember people don't care what you say, they care if you do what you say. And sending you an update about the milestones you've achieved and the progress that you had committed to earlier is priceless. Here is an Easter egg number 2. It's a $1,200 MilestoneBased voucher. MilestoneBased is a platform that we use throughout the entire program. It's a breakthrough way to excel your profile, design better roadmaps, build a continuous report with your audience on the back of these roadmaps, distribute updates, and convert whoever you want to convert. So now you can scan this QR code, go sign up, and use the voucher code MAP1200 in order to get 12 months on the platform for free. I have to say sorry if this voucher is not available for you any longer, depending on when exactly you're watching this video, because there is a limited amount of vouchers out there. So this has been the quick walk through the AI road mapping program. I hope it has answered a lot of questions for you and gave you a better idea what you're heading into. And so you can think if you're ready to commit to that and take your company to the next level. Thanks for watching. Good luck, you, the AI entrepreneur. I believe in you. Act now.